we go. Hello everyone, Danielle here. I hope you're doing well today. I know it's been a bit of a start to the day. I hope you're doing okay. As we stated, as things have been going on, I'm gonna continue going live as often as possible within about 20 minutes of the end time of each of the hearings. Of course, it's a little bit up in the air every day. We don't exactly know what time they start or end. Today was a good example of that. They started 45 minutes late, but I mean, that's kind of what we can all expect. I am still tidying up, setting up, but we'll be going on a little bit of a different schedule than we normally do. So I figured we'd get off to a soft start. I'll introduce myself a little bit into the stream. So glad to see so many of you here already. Cora Carr, Grace, already seeing you both. Thank you. I know there's some other folks out there. I'm Danielle from Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I've been teaching Reiki for about 13 years. I'm so happy to be here and be able to provide some healing and some levity in the face of everything that we're experiencing, especially us here in the US. But of course, all of you are welcome to be here and join in. Hey, good timing. Jennifer's here. Good to see you. Yeah, we're gonna get started on a little bit of a slower clip to let people kind of come in. It's not one of my usual stream times, but yeah, you can feel free to set any requests you have, or just go ahead and enjoy each other's company, chit chat in the comments. Basically, we start out by enacting the communal chi, which is the concept that the more people come together with the same or similar intention, the greater the energy potential is magnified. And we make that tangible, not just by all being amazing in the chat, which you always are. Hi, Susan. But also by putting together this crystal grid based around any requests that you have. You can request a specific healing and I can choose a stone for you, or you can go ahead and request a specific stone, whatever you would prefer. And I will start setting up that grid. At some point, we will transition to a brief explanation of what Reiki is, in case you happen to be new to the concept. And then for the latter part of our time together, I will turn the music up and the lights down, and I will send Reiki to you regardless of whenever and wherever you happen to be in relation to me here in Philadelphia right now. So good to see you all. So yeah, just still like tidying up a little bit from last night. Monday's usually my day off, but I mean, I was watching the hearings. I got a session this morning. I got a Reiki session because self-care is important. And then followed that up with watching the hearings, and I have to say that I felt good about having to be here. It made me feel a lot better. I think we can all agree the more good things, the better. You know, balancing out very important and very difficult truth with self-care, so we can keep on top of things, so we can continue to be engaged in a balanced way. And last night I was researching stones that have been used for finding the truth or compelling the truth over the years, so I've got a couple to include. And yeah, we'll jump in. I'm so glad you all are saying hello. Yep. Fantastic. So now that we've got a beautiful blank slate, let us go ahead and I'll show you over to the crystal grid. Let's see. Here we go. Wonderful blank slate. So before we get started, everybody take a moment. Just draw your eyes closed for a moment. Take a deep breath. And slowly, in your own pace, think of 3 things that you're grateful for. And then take another deep breath. When you're ready, come on back. That exercise can be fantastic for grounding, lifting the vibration of the energy, just thinking of some things we're grateful for. And now we can go ahead, dive on into building ourselves a grid. So let's see which type of copper we want to use together. So do we want a big old spiral in the middle? Some of the larger rings? Or maybe some of the hammered rings? If anyone has a preference, let me know. And I'm going to look through your requests. I'm also going to grab some aquamarine and some blue sapphire. You like the spiral? Got it. Spiral wins it. So these stones were used as far back as ancient Greece to help compel truthfulness. These two, and I wanted to start off with them, and then I'll start folding in all of what you have, because you know the truth will set you free. Well, maybe not other people, but if you're doing the right thing, truth will set you free. If you're doing the wrong thing, the truth might send you to prison. But if you're doing the right thing, truth will set you free. The first one is blue sapphire. Like I said, this was used back into ancient Greece to help compel the truth. So we can also use this. We use it a lot for connecting with our angel guides and our guides in general, and for really opening up our intuitive senses. And opening up our intuitive senses really gives us a lot to work with, like right now, to like really see what's happening and sense what's happening, feeling it in our spiritual body. Yeah, cool. Oh, that looks good already. The other stone that was used all the way back to ancient Greece to compel the truth, aquamarine. And as an added bonus, it's also great for teeth and gums, which is really important. A lot of us request that here, but also forgiveness and deflecting pettiness. And something to kind of come out when the truth is coming out is sometimes forgiveness. There are times when we forgive and we move on. There are times when we reconcile and we decide how we want to hold accountability. So this is a good balance stone of all of those things. So there we go. Okay, so we've got blue sapphire and aquamarine. And the intention of those, compelling the truth. And let's see. We could go wild and use all of them. We might add more if we feel we need it. Copper just works so well in every grid. It seems like Cora Carr was the first to request it, and I had just a couple of copper nuggets. And then I went online and found all of these findings, and they've been working beautifully. Copper really helps move energy in much the same way that it moves electricity. And it really helps break up those blockages and those resistances that we have. It's been working beautifully. So let's see, I'm just gonna peek back to what some of the requests were. I think there was one for worry. Yep, anxiety and worry. So yeah, let's work with that. And yeah, feel free to keep requesting. Absolutely. What do we feel like for worry and anxiety today? I usually use celestite for that, especially for fears and things too. Yeah, copper pyramids that go over the grids are cool. Maybe I'll have to invest in one of those for us. I'm going to put some celestite out for stress and worry, and it's not going to be the last one I put out for stress and worry. There's so many great stones for that. But I just feel like we could really use the uplifting energy. Celestite is such a favorite here for connecting with guides and angel guides, but also for pain relief. Such a powerful stone. I've been looking for a copper plate for under. I'm looking for one specifically that, like I've been looking at copper platters, and I'm looking for one specifically that has a good patina so that it's not like reflecting back at the camera in such a way that it causes issues. But yeah, I've absolutely been looking for more copper. Honors and riches and family and community. Got it. So there's some celestite. I'm also feeling Smoky Quartz, like just intuitively. It's another one that helps to move energy, much like copper, especially blockages, but it's also deeply protective and incredibly calming. It's another great stone I use a lot for worry. So, and also, come to think of it, it's used also to prevent theft. It was used in a lot of amulets to prevent theft. Ooh, Korakar. Yeah, I'll be in touch. I'm around this week because I have your certificates as well. Let's try to do sometime this week. Email me your availability. And we'll make it happen. There we go. Smoky Quartz. Yeah, all the copper indeed. Family and community. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Family and community, I'm going to bring in some carnelian. I feel like we could use it. It's a nice grounding stone, but this also really works well with so many of the blue stones. Carnelian is all about relationships, all relationships. Whether it's family, people living together, communities, workspaces, it really helps harmonize the interpersonal relationships of everyone there. It helps for fairness and openness. Not a bad thing for today, not a bad thing for any day, but also because I feel like creativity really has two places in the body that it has a lot to do with. One being the throat because of expression, and the other being the sacral in that creation and putting energy out into the world. And this, I feel like, works really well with communication stones for that purpose. And for riches, citrine. We've got a lot of intuitive stones here, particularly when we have our blue sapphire. And citrine can help not only with manifesting riches, but it can also be just such a powerful helper with discerning intuition from intellect and knowing which is which can really help when parsing out the truth. Okay, cool. Aventurine and opal, got it. Aventurine and here is some fire opal. It's hard to see it in the reflection there. Opal is sacred to the shamans. Helps to keep us, as we do spiritual work, kind of keep us hidden from those that would do harm. And aventurine, as we were exploring yesterday, this helps us to, in a sense, kind of see a higher purpose for ourselves than we might otherwise think is possible. Expanding the self-imposed limitations that we have on ourselves. Like, I can't do that. I'm not good enough for that. I'm not smart enough for that. I'm not fast enough for that. Whatever it is, aventurine can help us move those things out of the way. Anything else? Let's see. I think I'm going to add my stones for research. I think I'm going to add a little, I have here some tiger eye. I have one of these long necklaces, the chip necklaces, and I'm going to see if I can just sort of encircle this. Tiger eye is very helpful with any kind of research where we're taking all the different pieces of information from lots of different places, putting them together, and being able to discern the facts. It's also deeply grounding and very protective. So I love it for all of those things. It can be very helpful with kind of taking a lot of information that seems overwhelming and putting our eye right on what's most important. So yeah, tiger eye. And that seems to fit right around there. Also, Labradorite. Another stone that is like a researcher stone. I often work with these two stones together for that purpose. Anytime anyone has an intention around, say, like studying or researching or learning something. I even use this one when folks are working on like their business plans and stuff like that. I tell them to work with it. It can help to, again, kind of focus the mind. It allows you to sort of take those intuitive things and ground them and synthesize them with the facts and come up with what is the answer. It's great also for folks that might be empathic or intuitive and just opening up to those gifts, or anytime that you're struggling with your psychic sensitivities where it's keeping you up at night or you're having difficulty with your sleep schedule. This can be very, very helpful. Like anytime you're having a lot of active dreams and you feel like you're not resting, this can be great. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll do a couple pieces. One here, one here. Let's do one right here. This beautiful carved piece was given to me by a student. Yeah, it's like a very earthy, grounding colors, and it also reflects back all of those beautiful colors of intuition and connecting with the universe. It's a very balanced stone. Cool. Well, I think we are about at that time where I pick a couple stones and you all vote on them to see if they feel like they fit. And we never know how that's going to end. It's always something new. Yeah, sure. If you're new here, you're about to be let in on a very awesome inside joke. But yeah, what could we pick? So chat amongst yourselves and let's see what other stone I can fold in here. One I picked up and I just couldn't put it down, so that's one. First one is indigo gabbro, which sometimes goes by mystic merlinite. It's like this light purple and black. This stone is like my shortest summary of it, and how I refer to it in the crystal shop on my website is revealing our detrimental tendencies. For what's going on in our nation, for those of us in the States, that you're certainly encouraged to hang out with us, regardless of where you're from. Sometimes we need to see what our negative tendencies are so we can fix them so that they can stop hurting us. And that's kind of where we're at. And I feel like this is a good one. It's a wonderful shadow self, shadow healing kind of stone. The tendencies and habits and beliefs that we may not even realize we have, and we certainly don't see how they're actually in our way or holding us back or causing us strife. This is a great stone to illuminate those so that we can process them and work with them and let them go and transform for good. The other stone that comes out is Cerasite and barite, which is actually like there's lead in here. There's galena, there's Cerasite, there's barite. Cerasite are the crystals on top that look kind of like Smoky Quartz. Barite is the sort of pinkish white. Galena are the sort of gunmetal kind of colors, the deep gray. And then there's some, this is called matrix. It's just, base element stone. Excellent for calmness and coming into a place of calm and just breathing, being reminded of our spiritual nature, reconnecting with the divine, knowing that we're all interconnected. So this is one of the toxic stones for sure. Like barite is actually what they used in the whitest whites, most lead, the white lead paint situation that we had. Yeah, don't put this in water and drink it, please. And I mean, I'm deciding to hold it with a bare hand. I wouldn't, this is not a crystal I would have around the house if I had like kids, or if, you know, and I definitely keep it away from where any pets would get a hold of it. But yeah, so we've got both of those. So you can pick one, the other, or both, and go ahead and enjoy those. I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is for those who are uninitiated, and then we will come on back and I will send the healing. So go ahead and vote and chat amongst yourselves in the chat. While you're doing that, if you haven't already, please go ahead and like the stream so that the algorithm pushes us out to even more people, so we can expand and find even more cool people to hang out with us. So again, I'm Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I'm trained in lots of different kinds of energy healing, but my the training that comprises most of my practice is Usui Reiki. And this particular practice is from Japan in the 1920s, and it works with the concept of Reiki, or spiritually guided life energy. The concept that we are all interconnected. Everything has a spirit and a soul. And one of the energies that flows through all of us, regardless of where we happen to be, is exactly that, Reiki, that spiritually guided energy. As we are all made of energy, whether or not we really think of it that way, we are balls of energy. One of the energies that unites and flows through us being that Reiki, that spiritually guided stuff, essentially when it comes through us at a greater volume, it more easily allows our body, mind, and spirit to kind of adjust in a way that supports our highest good on all levels. So whether it's mental and beliefs, whether it's emotional and feelings, physical and how we're feeling in our body, aches, pains, etc., all of these things. Reiki energy is an energy that is already in our body, and our body knows how to work with it, much like how we're mostly made of water, and we drink water, and we don't have to consciously think about all of the things that it does. We just know how to use it in a very subconscious way. It's very similar with Reiki. You can set intentions around healing, as some of us did today around, for example, we had one request for worry and anxiety, but it could be anything. Connecting with your soul's purpose, or physically feeling better, healing faster, working through bad habits, limiting beliefs, any of the above, all of the above, or even just trying it out to see what Reiki is all about. Because honestly, I could talk to you about what Reiki is, but the easiest way to really see what it is to actually experience it. As I send Reiki to all of you, I suggest that you get physically comfortable. You can lie down, you can sit up, you can move around, all you need. I suggest that you do whatever you need to do to be at optimal comfort, whether that's a blanket, a pillow, whatever you happen to need. If you're in an area where the sun is up right now, if you want to cover your eyes with something gentle, that can help as well. And you can also combine this time with something else that feels meaningful, whether that's meditation or yoga, journaling, anything that feels right to you. This is your time to find balance and healing in a way that feels right to you. So I encourage you to sort of make it whatever it needs to be for you in this day. Reiki energy supports our body, mind, and spirit to make the changes and the shifts that our body, mind, and spirit know they need to make. Finding the sort of the absences and the valleys and the places where we're depleted and filling that up. And finding the things that are ready to let go of and helping support moving that out and replacing the void it leaves behind. So at any point in time during your session, if something comes up and you're like, I really want to work on XYZ, bring it to mind, take a deep breath, and let it go. The universe will hear you and totally support it. If you feel like you're going to fall asleep, awesome, enjoy. If you feel like you're getting lots of pictures, almost like dreaming, but not quite, or you're not quite sure, that's pretty normal. That's actually something called Hypnagogic Imagery, and that happens when we have a rise in theta brainwave states, which is actually what happens in our deeper levels of sleep and why we dream. That can kind of happen in types of meditation and things like Reiki. You don't have to do anything during this time. Simply just notice. Notice any sensations you get physically, emotionally, any of the above. At the end of the session, I will be here to answer any questions you have. If you're watching this on the replay, hello in the future, go ahead and put any questions you have in the comments or reach out to me through my social media, which is in the description box, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. You can also learn more about my online Reiki trainings, my crystal shop, or any of my social media and my free community Discord by checking out the description below. And thank you so much for checking this out. Thank you for hanging out with us. The more the merrier. And if you do want to join me for one of my regularly scheduled live streams, you can check that out in the description as well. I'm here Wednesdays at 4 p.m., Thursdays at 8 a.m., Fridays at 4 and 8 p.m., and Sundays at 8 p.m., all of that East Coast US time. So without any further ado, we'll head on over, but just know that during this session, you don't have to think about anything or focus on anything, and you don't have to keep a quiet mind. Sometimes what pops into our head is, our inner monologue trying to be heard, or even intuition popping in. If you're not sure which it is, or if you get distracted, just take a deep breath and relax. As I mentioned, I'll turn the music up and I'll turn the lights down. The lights will gently move through several colors, but please know that they will not strobe or flash at any point, so you are good there. Thank you again for being here, and consider liking and subscribing and all that good YouTuber stuff. And we'll head back into the healing. So let's see, everyone, what crystals did we pick? Indigo, gabbro, both. Yeah, definitely. Let's do both. I couldn't agree more. And that's, if you're new here, that's the joke. It's always both. Almost always both. Once it wasn't both. So let's put Cerasite and barite here. Cerasite, barite, galena. And we'll put indigo, gabbro. Yeah, some of these stones are actually from our online shop. The indigo gabbro, I absolutely love that stone. That's one I discovered later on and just absolutely work with it often. It's very, very helpful. So everyone, thank you so much. The collective communal chi that we all created, all of us co-creating this grid, this just makes the healing better for all of us. And especially at this really difficult time where we're all watching things that can be a bit challenging and going through things that are a bit challenging. Coming together as community and doing something helpful for ourselves is really important. So thank you for choosing here to do this with me. Deeply appreciate it. I know it makes me feel better. So go ahead and relax. I'm going to turn up the music. We'll probably send until, let's see. We'll go for close to a half an hour. Let's go. I'll go until 25 after. We got a nice late start, kind of coasting into the day. So yeah, go ahead and chill. I'm going to go until 25 after the top of the hour, so 25 minutes from now. So just in case any of you have some place you need to be, I don't want you to be late. And yeah, thanks again for being here. Enjoy your session, and I will see you at the end. invite you now, take a deep breath. Slowly move and bend as needed. When you're ready, you can slowly come back to the space that you're in. Take time to allow your body to transition between resting and coming back to full consciousness. Thank you all so much for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure. And if you have any questions or anything to share, please feel free to go ahead and mention it in the chat. Tales from the Script, thanks for stopping by. Eliza, welcome in, good to see you. Thank you so much for this beautiful grid. I feel so much more like clear of mind and grounded. Good job, team. Dana, great to see you. So wonderful to see you in here. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, thanks, Eliza. I'm glad. Glad you were able to join. Eliza is the Learn Reiki Philadelphia admin. So lucky to have Eliza. And so grateful to so many of you to be here, to be supportive of my small business so that I can have somebody be an admin. Thank you all so much for that. Oh, Susan, I'm glad. Yeah. Susan, I'm glad. I'm glad that you're glad to be here, Dana. Yeah, this is, I'll be doing as much as I can. The usual streams are, as usual, like Wednesdays at 4 p.m., Thursdays at 8 a.m., Fridays at 4 and 8 p.m., Sundays at 8 p.m. I'm going to try to do as many post-hearing, just sort of ad hoc streams whenever I possibly can. I'll try to be on within 20 minutes of the end. The next hearing is Wednesday. It's scheduled to start at 10 a.m., the same as it was scheduled to start today. I may just have to keep the usual 4 p.m. We'll see, because it may just be kind of like now. It would just be 2 back-to-back. Thursday we'll have to see. I might just schedule a 4 p.m. for afterwards. But we'll take it as it comes with these. We'll try to have as much as possible, just a time to rejuvenate and come back to ourselves. Thank you for being here. It wouldn't be what it is without all of you here. Communal chi is a really powerful principle. Yeah, you're welcome, Grace. And I hope all the rest of you have a beautiful rest of your day. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I'm not planning to be live at all. There's not any scheduled hearings either, but I'll definitely be on Wednesday at 4 p.m., if not before, but probably Wednesday but I'll definitely be on Wednesday at 4 p.m. no matter what. So I'm actually going to add that to the stream, so it'll be scheduled as an upcoming event. You can subscribe with notifications on is the best way to be notified when I'm going live, so that no matter when a scheduled hearing ends or when I'm able to pop on, you'll always be the first to know. Additionally, you can also subscribe to specific notifications if you want to, like, you know, say the Wednesday stream, you'll be able to be notified just of that one if that's better for you. In the description, you can also see all of the times that I'm regularly live. You can see the link to my community Discord, all of my online Reiki classes, which are currently enrolling, the free community Discord, my email newsletter, and all my social media. So thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. I think we all feel so much better. Man, coming together, it's a meaningful thing. I hope you have a beautiful day. Lots of love and support to all of the folks that you love and care about. And I hope to see you Wednesday at 4, if not before. And of course, after the end of every stream, I'm in the chat for several minutes, so if you have any additional questions, feel free to go ahead and ask. And yeah, have a beautiful rest of the day. Don't forget to take care of yourselves. Tomorrow is a full moon in Sagittarius, and there may be a treat of an upload for you tomorrow if I get to it. Other than that, take care of yourself, and I hope to see you soon, right? Bye for now.